Meta's Oversight Board will rule on AI-generated sexual images. A Netflix true crime documentary may have used AI-generated images of a real person. And NASA confirmed its space trash pierced a Florida man's roof. It's Wednesday, April 17th, and this is Engadget News. Meta's Oversight Board is once again taking on the social network's rules for AI-generated content. The board has accepted 2 cases that deal with AI-made explicit images of public figures. While Meta's rules already prohibit nudity on Facebook and Instagram, the board said in a statement that it wants to address whether Meta's policies and its enforcement practices are effective at addressing explicit AI-generated imagery. Sometimes referred to as deepfake porn, AI-generated images of female celebrities, politicians, and other public figures has become an increasingly prominent form of online harassment and has drawn a wave of proposed regulation. With the 2 cases, the Oversight Board could push Meta to adopt new rules to address such harassment on its platform. The Oversight Board said it's not naming the 2 public figures at the center of each case in an effort to avoid further harassment, though it described the circumstances around each post. One case involves an Instagram post showing an AI-generated image of a nude Indian woman that was posted by an account that only shares AI-generated images of Indian women. The post was reported to Meta, but the report was closed after 48 hours because it was not reviewed. The same user appealed that decision, but the appeal was also closed and never reviewed. Meta eventually removed the post after the user appealed to the Oversight Board, and the board agreed to take the case. The second case involved a Facebook post in a group dedicated to AI art. The post in question showed an AI-generated image of a nude woman with a man groping her breast. The woman was meant to resemble an American public figure, whose name was also in the caption of the post. The post was taken down automatically because it had previously been reported and Meta's internal systems were able to match it to the prior post. The user appealed the decision to take it down, but the appeal was automatically closed. The user then appealed to the Oversight Board, which agreed to consider the case. Netflix has been accused of using AI-manipulated imagery in the true crime documentary titled What Jennifer Did. That's according to a report by Futurism. Several photos, which you can see in this article at Engadget.com, show typical signs of AI trickery, including mangled hands, strange artifacts, and more. If accurate, the report raises serious questions about the use of such images in documentaries, particularly since the person depicted is currently in prison awaiting retrial. In one egregious image, the left hand of the documentary's subject, Jennifer Pan, is particularly mangled, while another image shows a strange gap in her cheek. Netflix has yet to acknowledge the report, but the images show clear signs of manipulation and were never labeled as AI-generated. The AI may be generating the imagery based on real photos of Pan, as Petapixel suggested. However, the resulting output may be interpreted as being prejudicial instead of presenting the facts of the case without bias. The CBC reported that a Canadian Court of Appeal ordered Pan's retrial because the trial judge did not present the jury with enough options. One critic said that the Netflix documentary is an example of the true crime industrial complex, catering to an all-consuming and endless appetite for violent content. Netflix's potential use of AI-manipulated imagery as a storytelling tool may reinforce that argument. Regulators in the U.S., Europe, and elsewhere have enacted laws on the use of AI, but so far, there appears to be no specific laws governing the use of AI images or video in documentaries or other content. On March 8th, a piece of space debris plunged through the roof of a Naples, Florida house, ripped through 2 floors, and fortunately missed the son of homeowner Alejandro Otero. On Tuesday, NASA confirmed the results of its analysis of the incident. As suspected, it's a piece of equipment dumped from the International Space Station 3 years ago. NASA's investigation of the object at Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral confirmed it was a piece of the EP-9 support equipment used to mount batteries onto a cargo pallet, which the ISS's robotic arm dropped on March 11th of 2021. The haul, made up of discarded nickel-hydrogen batteries, was expected to orbit Earth between 2 to 4 years. It split the difference, lasting almost exactly 3, before burning up harmlessly in the atmosphere, as NASA predicted at the time. Well, not quite. The roof-piercing debris was described as a stanchion from NASA flight support equipment used to mount the batteries onto the cargo pallet. Made up of a metal alloy, the object weighs 1.6 pounds and measures 4 inches tall and 1.6 inches in diameter. Otero told Fort Myers CBS affiliate WINK-TV that he was on vacation when his son told him that an object had pierced their roof. NASA says it will investigate the equipment dump's jettison and reentry to try to figure out why the object slammed into Otero's home instead of disintegrating into flames. Most space junk moves extremely fast, reaching up to 18,000 miles per hour. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism by senior editor Carissa Bell and contributors Steve Dent and Will Shanklin, and was produced and voiced by an actual human at Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day. I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.